Salem, a city where loyalty can turn to betrayal in the blink of an eye. Where every smile hides a motive, and every whispered secret could destroy a life. In the next 2 weeks, from August 11th to August 22nd, days of our lives will set the stage for explosive confrontations, heartbreaking revelations, and dangerous games of power. Leo's unexpected drama, Rachel's uncontrollable tantrum, Marlena's chilling theory, and Gabby's newest dangerous liaison will shake the lives of Salem's most powerful families. Buckle up, because what's coming will leave you questioning everyone's motives. The week of August 11 to 15 opens with tension crackling through the grand halls of the DeMera mansion. Rachel Black, already teetering on the edge, finally snaps. Her voice echoes down the corridors, a mix of anger, fear, and something no one can quite name. She throws objects, slams doors, and shouts accusations that don't seem to make sense. Kristen DeMera bursts into the room, her usual icy composure slipping for the first time in months. She's faced ruthless rivals and even death itself, but nothing unnerves her more than watching her own daughter unravel before her eyes. This isn't a simple temper tantrum, it's raw, chaotic, and almost haunted. Brady Black, standing nearby, feels the weight of every word Rachel spits out. This isn't just rebellion. It's as if she's fighting a memory, resisting something buried deep inside her mind. Every flash of anger feels like a warning, that Rachel knows more than she should, and that what she's hiding could shatter their family forever. Kristen's mind races with a terrifying thought. What if Rachel's rage isn't about teenage drama at all, but about something she did the night E.J. DeMera was shot? While chaos brews at the DeMera mansion, another storm is quietly forming across town. E.J. DeMera sits in Marlena Evans' office, his eyes heavy with determination. He's here for one reason, to fill in the missing pieces of that night. The night a gun went off, the night everything changed. Marlena begins the hypnosis, her voice calm and steady as she guides E.J. into the shadows of his memory. At first, the images are scattered, dim lighting, muffled voices, the cold glint of metal. Then, slowly, they begin to sharpen. A figure moves in the haze, smaller than expected, hesitant, but holding something deadly. E.J.'s breathing changes, the tension in the room thickens. When Marlena finally brings him back, she doesn't speak immediately. She's seen enough in his fragmented recollections to ignite a theory she wishes she didn't have. The clues line up too perfectly, the timing, the hesitation, the emotional turmoil. Marlena's mind circles one name she never thought she'd connect to this crime: Rachel Black. Could it be that, in a moment of fear or blind rage, Rachel pulled the trigger, and her mind locked the truth away to protect her from herself? The walls between mother and daughter have always been built on trust, but tonight, Belle Black can feel that trust slipping through her fingers. She studies Marlena's face, the slight hesitation in her voice, the way her eyes drift just a second too long when E.J.'s shooting is mentioned. Finally, Belle can't take it anymore. She demands answers. Her voice trembles, not from fear, but from the weight of what she suspects. You know something, don't you? You know who pulled that trigger. Marlena resists, torn between her professional ethics and the instinct to protect her family. But Belle's persistence is unrelenting, her eyes locked on her mother's like a detective closing in on a confession. At last, Marlena exhales, a slow, heavy breath, and admits she might know the shooter's identity. The theory is one she's fought to keep locked inside, because saying it out loud makes it real. The thought of Rachel being involved sends a chill through Belle. She can already see the destruction it would cause. The DeMeras torn apart, Brady and Kristen at war, a young girl's life forever branded by a crime she may not even remember committing. And just as Belle is processing this devastating possibility, the nightmare deepens. E.J. files a subpoena, demanding Marlena take the witness stand. The clock is ticking, and Marlena knows the day is coming when silence will no longer be an option. Inside the courtroom, the tension is electric. Every eye is on Chanel Dupree Demera, who sits at the defense table, her hands clasped so tightly her knuckles turn white. She's made her decision. If the verdict must be guilty, then let it be her. She will protect Johnny at any cost. Johnny can see it in her posture, in the set of her jaw. She's ready to take the fall. And it terrifies him. During a recess, he corners his father. His voice is sharp, his plea urgent. Ease up on Chanel. Stop making her a target. This isn't justice, it's cruelty. But E.J. Demera is unmoved. In his mind, pressure breaks the truth wide open, and he's willing to squeeze Chanel until something gives. When court resumes, E.J. paces like a predator, firing question after question, twisting her words until the truth feels like a lie. Chanel's confidence falters under the assault, and the gallery murmurs as her innocence begins to look less certain. And then, it happens. Johnny rises from his seat, his voice booming over the gavel's call for order. In front of the judge, the jury, and the entire courtroom, he does the unthinkable. You're done, Dad. You're fired. The gasp that follows is deafening. EJ's face hardens, but Johnny doesn't flinch. In that moment, he's not a Demera heir, he's a man willing to burn bridges to protect the woman he loves. Across town, the war in Sophia Choi's heart is reaching its breaking point. Watching Tate Black and Holly Jonas laugh together feels like acid in her veins. Every shared smile between them is a reminder that she's losing him, and she refuses to let that happen. She turns to Ari Horton, hoping for validation, but instead gets the opposite. Ari urges her to let go, to start fresh. Sophia nods politely, but inside, her resolve hardens. She's not moving on, she's going on the offensive. Her plan is risky, manipulative, and fueled by the very jealousy she tries to hide. She'll chip away at Tate and Holly's trust, sow seeds of doubt, and make Tate believe Holly's not worth the risk. But Sophia's arsenal holds something far more dangerous, a secret about a baby, one that could blow everything apart if revealed. Meanwhile, Melinda Trask is playing her own game, forging a cruel letter from the adoptive parents that tells Tate he'll never see his child. It's a lie designed to crush him, and Sophia knows it. When Tate gets that letter, Sophia will be there, not as a comfort, but as a strategist. She'll use his heartbreak to pull him back into her orbit, keeping her secret locked away until it serves her best. It's not love. It's not loyalty. It's a dangerous game, and Sophia is ready to win at any cost. What was supposed to be a harmless living arrangement quickly turns into one of the strangest chapters of Leo Stark's life. His new roommate, Adam, seems charming enough at first, quiet, polite, and eager to make conversation. But there's one detail that instantly lights up Leo's ego. Adam is a massive fan of the classic soap Body and Soul, where Leo once reigned in his own eccentric glory. At first, Leo basks in the attention. Adam hangs on every anecdote, every juicy behind-the-scenes story. Compliments pour in like champagne, intoxicating and flattering. But soon, the admiration feels different. The compliments are a little too personal. The questions dig a little too deep. Adam's eyes linger longer than they should. Boundaries blur, and Leo, always one to stir the pot, isn't sure whether to be amused or alarmed. Then comes the moment that changes everything. Javi Hernandez stumbles upon an interaction between them that's far from innocent. Adam's fan enthusiasm crosses into obsession territory, and the scene Javi witnesses could spark rumors that burn through the courtroom like wildfire. For Leo, it's a dangerous line, one that could compromise his position in the trial, and his carefully crafted public image. The week of August 18 to 22 brings Marlena Evans face to face with the one thing she's been dreading, the witness stand. E.J. Demera is relentless, and this time, his questions won't come from the safety of her office. They'll come under oath, in front of a judge, a jury, and the entire court. Every eye will be on her, waiting for an answer that could either protect a child or destroy her credibility forever. If she shields Rachel, she risks committing perjury, staining her reputation as a doctor and a woman of integrity. If she tells the truth, she risks branding Rachel as a shooter, a label that could follow the girl for the rest of her life. The stakes couldn't be higher. Marlena knows that in this trial, the law doesn't care about compassion, it cares about facts. And yet, the facts she holds in her heart could fracture her family beyond repair. One wrong word, one slip in her tone, and the fragile balance she's clinging to will shatter, taking everyone she loves down with her. Away from the courtroom chaos, Gabby Hernandez has her sights set on a new prize and a new pawn. Shifting her attention from Xander Kuriakis, she circles in on Philip Kuriakis with the precision of a predator. She knows Titan's power rests in secrets, and Philip has more than his share. With a practiced smile and carefully chosen words, Gabby slides into Philip's orbit. It starts as harmless flirtation, a game of wits over drinks and whispered conversations. But the longer the night goes on, the more dangerous the game becomes. One lingering glance turns into a touch turns into a kiss. And before either of them can pull back, strategy melts into passion. By morning, Gabby and Philip are left in the same bed, the line between manipulation and genuine desire blurred beyond recognition. Was this just part of Gabby's plan to pry open Titan's vault of secrets? Or has she just stepped into a dangerous entanglement that could cost her far more than she bargained for? Over the next 2 weeks, Salem will become a battlefield of loyalty, lies, and lingering guilt. Marlena's theory could blow open the case, or bury the truth forever. Rachel's tantrum might be more than just childish rage. Sophia's jealousy could spiral into a point of no return. And Gabby's latest conquest may be her most dangerous move yet. In Salem, every action has a cost. And sometimes, the price is everything. Stay tuned, because in Days of Our Lives, the truth is never simple, and the ending is never what you expect.